I think it's a great success. So we had a really great turnout in terms of the member of Congress and the diaspora from New York, Chicago, Ohio, and DC. That was a great opportunity for us to meet with the members of Congress and the parliamentarian delegation.
This is the first time in the history of Kyrgyz-American relations when we have a Kyrgyz-American convention, and I need to point out that this was organized by the great support of the Turkic-American Alliance, and this convention gathered around 300 people from government and political organizations, both from Kyrgyzstan, United States, and also there were some representatives from Turkey, and the participants of the convention were able to receive more information about the democratic and economic reforms in Kyrgyzstan. And I believe that this event and these activities will help to further develop our political and economic system in Kyrgyzstan.
It turned out to be about 20 members of the Congress to participate to our event. To our lunch, we had Congressman Dana Rohrabacher, who is the head of the subcommittee of the Eurasia. He gave a wonderful speech. And next we had the panel sessions series, which was about the U.S.-Kyrgyz relations, political and social. And then next session was about the economic relationship.
This is first time for Kyrgyzstan when we have such a big business forum between Kyrgyzstani private sector representatives and the United States. I believe that this was successful. We had almost 60 representatives from the private sector of Kyrgyzstan. We had congressmen, politicians from the parliament, from my country and also United States. And I realized that Kyrgyzstan, even it's a small country with small market, but it makes good interest for United States private sector representatives, and this is really very good. And as ambassador of Kyrgyzstan, I think that this event, the convention, which was organized by the Turkish-American Alliance and also other non-governmental organizations which supported, I want to thank you all of them for their contribution to make this event successful.
I learned a lot about Kyrgyzstan that I otherwise would not have been able to find out. And since I'm on the Foreign Relations Committee of the United States Congress, it's good to know these kinds of things that previously I'd had very little exposure to.
A large crowd here supporting Kyrgyzstan and the Turkic American Association, or Alliance rather. It was just a wonderful evening.
It was really great to meet so many different people and learn more about the country.
It's wonderful. I can hardly wait to go and visit.
It's a good job. Thank you very much. Thank you for all who organized this meeting, because we need it. Many of our entrepreneurs try to open new markets. First of all, they try to find themselves as entrepreneurs, and of course, they need to learn more about the global market and especially new countries and new technologies. Some of the members of our delegation first time came to USA, and it's a big chance to them to explore this place, to learn from each other, to understand the country, and to find new ideas for the businesses, and maybe to make some new steps for the better cooperation with the US.
There was a lot of congressmen from the United States. It's a good opportunity to see you in the same place, in peace, talking about Kyrgyzstan.
I'm just here to provide encouragement for the work that you're doing to make sure that our two nations move forward together in cooperation. For those of you who don't know my background, I'm a former helicopter pilot, and I was injured in Iraq, where I was hit with a rocket-propelled grenade and lost both my legs. But as someone who has served in the military, I recognize a warrior culture, and you have an ancient history of warriors, and I know that with that history you can face all the challenges in your future, and I encourage you to just keep working with us, and looking forward to many, many more years of cooperation.
I think especially the panel discussion series shed light on some of the issues that has been challenging for both countries, and I think through the discussions, through the parliamentarians who came from Kyrgyzstan and members of the Congress and the experts in this field, I think they're gonna work on some of the issues that has been challenging issues for the two countries. And having 50 business people coming from Kyrgyzstan, I think it's definitely going to give a boost to the economic relation between the two countries.
Emerging democracy in Kyrgyzstan as an established democracy here, we have a mutual relationship that I hope will build and blossom and grow into both on a political but economic and commercial level as well.
It always starts with a handshake and to have a conversation. I think that's the greatest part about communications, opening up communications, because that's how everything gets started.
Today's science talks and dialogues will definitely help improve the relations between US and Kyrgyzstan.
I think we had an enormous benefit from today's convention since we had such delegation of Kyrgyz business people participating to this program. Bringing the business people from Kyrgyzstan and US improves economic ties, and improved economic ties will greatly contribute to the relationship between the two countries.
Kyrgyz Republic has selected the parliamentary system in 2010. Today we have a strong opposition in our country and very strong political competition, freedom of speech, and we also have one thing which is very essential for the government, it's the transparency. And I believe that all these factors and all these things we have today will help us to attract investments to our country in the future.
As a member of the Financial and Fiscal Committee within the Parliament, I would like to invite the community to take fully participate in the development of laws that would be beneficial to investment and economic development.
Even we are very far away from each other, but we really, from after today's convention, see that there is a big interest. So this will definitely will impact on improvement of our economic relations.
I think this kind of gathering will help to interact with both parts to make sure that we are on the right track and talk about the reasons and maybe talk about the plan B for the future, the partnership.